guys? Is that what you wanted? In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man. Hi there, my name is JNO. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the West Ham World. First of all, I'd like to apologise about the delay in getting more episodes out. I started off last week with every intention of doing 5 episodes in the week. Couldn't get it done, couldn't even get a video out this Monday. But hopefully, as you saw as we walked in, the setup is starting to get there. So I've now got a chair. So hopefully I can now do at least Monday to Friday daily uploads of Football Manager on this channel. We also have other things planned for the channel, but thank you guys so much for your support and your patience, because we've got to 180 subscribers while I've not been making videos, which is great, which means the content that I've already released is doing well. So let's get into this episode of the West Ham World and see how we are doing. Okay, the last episode you saw us playing CSKA Moscow, then we were going to play the Stoke game and it was awful. So we then played the Atletico Madrid game, which we drew 1-1. It does mean we are through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, but since then we have only won 1 game in 6. We've gone on a bad run of form, but it has included a few draws and defeats to Tottenham Hotspurs, Bournemouth, who really outplayed us, and a 1-0 defeat to Manchester City. But today we have 2 games against London opposition. We are playing Fulham in the FA Cup, which I'm going to try and win this year. And we are also playing Chelsea in a massive derby in the league. Chelsea currently sitting at 5th, so they're around the same area of the league as we are, so we need to beat them. But before we get into the episode, I just want to explain a change in tactics. We are going for something more traditional as far as the 4-3-3 goes, with some wingers. I have Lozano, who can become a great player, and he is more comfortable as an inside forward. We have players like Fernandes and Samuelson that can also play inside forward. We have Egerstein, who I want to try and give more space, and this is the formation I was trying to play at the beginning of the game that didn't work, but I know has worked for me in Football Manager. It's back to a similar style that I used in the Manchester United Return to Glory, where I used from Özil to Arsenal on the SIA Games forum. Use his kind of standard and very fluid style of play with some complete footballers in the mix, and I now believe I have that kind of side, so hopefully I can start implementing the type of football I enjoy on Football Manager into this save. If we look at the league table, you can see that we have dropped to 6th since you were last with us. The likes of Tottenham, Man City, Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea are all above us. Bournemouth are pressing us, and Liverpool are just behind as well. So we need to start picking up some victories to try and keep Champions League football at West Ham. Okay, so we're going into the Fulham game, and we are rocking the 4-3-3, which I just showed you, with Rajkovic in goal, Kieran Gibbs and Sam Byram as the fullbacks, Evans and Oxford as the 2 centre-backs, with Tillemans, Ozan Tufan and Klaassen as a different 3-man field than I'm sure you guys are used to. And then we'll have Martin Samuelson and Emmanuel Fernandes as the inside forwards, either side of Mark Anderson. The bench has some strong players there in case we need to bring anyone on, but hopefully we should beat this Fulham side that are playing a similar 4-3-3. Okay, so we kick off the game. I have my Loki Doki mug with coffee in. I don't drink tea. I'm sorry, I just don't drink tea. So hopefully now I've got the right type of liquid in my liquid holder, we might get a win. I'm saying all this, not even watching the game, thank God there wasn't a goal there. And man, I've made this too hot. I'm going to struggle drinking this in this episode anyway. As far as the calorie song, if you were tuning in and expecting to see it, you're definitely not going to get it if I'm 1-0 down to Fulham. Everything's going wrong for me on Football Manager at the moment, really. Ever since it's the new flat. Ever since I moved to the new flat, I've not been doing well on Football Manager. It must be the internet connection or something. It's not uploading my class. Anyway, if you were expecting the calorie song, I don't think I got a good enough response. If you guys had responded a bit more, wanting it, clearly wanting and demanding it, you may have got it. You may very well get it in this game, because I have kind of moved that song over to another player and then involved calorie in the song still. So you might get lucky depending on who scores, but that is why you haven't got it at the beginning of the episode. This is not working stats wise. It played well against Man City. It is not doing the business against Fulham, and that is very disappointing. Why are we not getting chances on goal? Okay, we've bumped up to control and we are going to assertively tell them to push forward and see if that can get some more chances in this game, because that is a very disappointing first half. Okay, I need the team to press a bit more. And wow, look at the space there. Changing straight back to the old formation. In fact, that isn't even the old formation, is it? That's one of the old formations. Because this is not doing the business. We're going to change the front lineup and hope an oldie but a goodie can get us back into this FA Cup fixture. Oh wow, how much space do you want to give Josebed? I'm not even sure what kind of name that is as well, but Josebed. Alright, we've told him to show some passion. Actually play like you care. One good season and you're now doing a Leicester. You're dropping down that table real quick. Anderson now on the ball though, gets tackled. What is going on with my team? Alright, we may have to go back to that 4-3-1-2. Maybe I was a bit too quick to judge from... Oh wow, a yellow card as well. Or maybe it's a Loki Doki mug. Is this your fault, Loki? You know what? That's it. It's got to go to overload. And we're going to aggressively say push forward again. Go get me a goal. I finally decided in a season to try and win the FA Cup. And this is the performance I get given by my boys. Oh, wow. I should not have played a second tier team. This is still a team good enough to beat Fulham. What is going on? Alright, Tillemans now has the ball. Plays it to Klaassen, to Egerstein. Egerstein through to Samuelson. No way. No way. Have you hit the post and let the ball trickle across the line just to tease me? FM, you tease. Alright, Samuelson can now whip in a cross. Get the cross in. Finds Klaassen. Have a shot, Klaassen. Tillemans. Samuelson now found the ball in. Klaassen, get in. We're back in the game. We're a man down, but we are back in the game. Should I just tighten up and go for the replay? Okay, we played it around the box quite nicely, to be fair. Patiently waited for our chance. And then Klaassen with the volley that the Fulham keeper could not get to. We're going to pause it. We're going to go to counter. And we are going to tell the boys to calm and tighten up. Because we are a man down. Just get the game to the second leg and hopefully thrash Fulham. But I can't believe it's actually come to a draw against Fulham. I was expecting a nice dominating win in the FA Cup to start our FA Cup run. And instead, it's been a bit of a shady performance. But Tillemans now can play it out to Gibbs. If Gibbs can find someone in the box. Oh, Samuelson, why did you hit it towards the keeper? We are 2-1 up. We've come back in this game. We've turned the game around. And I'm still talking and not seeing that it was disallowed. FM, you big old tease. Why do that to me? Just why? I really thought we'd won it. I mean, this is just going to end the game. That is so disappointing. I really thought we'd won it with 10 men. Tell the team they're unlucky today. No, it simply was not good enough. Don't tell me to tell them it's unlucky when they should be destroying a side like Fulham. Anyway guys, we will now get on to the game against Chelsea at the London Stadium. Hopefully have a much better performance than that, because that was shocking. So we might go back to the 4-3-1-2, see if that can get a result at home against the likes of Chelsea. Okay guys, it's time for the game against Chelsea. We are at home at the London Stadium. We're going to be playing with the 4-3-1-2 yet again, going back to basics. Let's see if this can get us a victory against a strong Chelsea side. We are starting with Rajkovic in goal with Kieran Gibbs and Byram as the wing backs. We have Keane and Reeder Ward as the two centre backs. Klaassen takes over from Van Ginkel, who's injured, with Tolisso and Will Hughes. Then we have Samuelson sitting behind Anderson and Egerstein. We have so many injuries at the moment, it is ridiculous. And we're coming up against a 4-2-3-1, which we sometimes struggle against. But I'm running out of ideas. Leave ideas in the comments if you know how I can turn this around. My daughter clearly wants to come into the room. I'm not sure I should show her how bad I am at Football Manager at the moment though. Okay, so it looks like a bit of a snowy pitch. Hopefully that will play into our advantage and not Chelsea's, who have bought Bernard by the looks of it, and Ruben Neves. So this is looking like a very strong and younger Chelsea side that we're playing here. And David Luiz is going to go with the long throw, and it's just dropped to Oscar. And look, oh wow, really? F my life. I cannot pick up a win on YouTube for love nor money recently. A long throw in. Good save by Rajkovic there, but Fabregas gets it back in, and Lukaku has the easier finishes. All of my defenders are the other side of the goal. All of them. Right, Will Hughes now crosses it in. Gibbs, you better get there first. Gibbs finds Riederwald. Riederwald back to Byram. Byram can look out wide. He's right in front of you. Play the ball. Is that a blue shirt? I think that was actually a blue shirt. And then Byram had a shot. Okay, so not only am my team not performing, but it turns out I'm colourblind as well. Right, Will Hughes with another cross into the box. Samuelson, Riederwald. Can he turn or find Anderson? I think that went in off Murillo, but this orange ball on this snowy pitch with the two kits clearly clashing in my eyes. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but Riederwald plays it back to Anderson, who shoots. It hits another Chelsea player, hits Murillo, goes into the back of the net. We will take it. We need all the luck we can get at the moment. The way my team are playing, I should have brought a beer, not a coffee. And Bernard has so much space out wide on the right. And it's going to be crossed in. Oh, great save, Rajkovic. Well played. I need to remember, though, I am West Ham. And this Chelsea side is very strong, and they're sitting in fourth. Samuelson crosses the ball in now, though. Riederwald doesn't get there first. I don't know who had it then for a second, but Bernard now has it, who's looked very good in this game. We may not have Champions League football next season the way my team are currently playing. We need to pick up points against the big boys. As Tolisso finds Klaassen to Egerstein. Egerstein to Klaassen. Klaassen back to Tolisso, resetting play to Hughes. Hughes is on fire to Anderson. Hits the post. See, it's not falling for us. These chances are not going our way. As Samuelson crosses the ball, Lukaku heads it clear. Tolisso should pick that up. Just our chances aren't falling into the back of the net like they used to. By this point, we usually would have scored one or two. We're getting more shots. Okay, some of them are from distance, but we've had 2 half chances. I've had team talks with them, tried to turn this season around. None of it is working. I think pre-season we may need to do a lot of work if we want to remain a top 4 club. Alright, Samuelson heads up. Oh, really? Didn't drop to Anderson. And a ball straight over the top. Keane, don't do anything stupid. Alright, Keane passes it back to Rajkovic. Rajkovic hits it forward to Egerstein. We're just losing the ball too many times. Samuelson wins the ball though. Plays a great ball through to Anderson, who has space. Be a hero. Oh, Courtois with a great save. Courtois with a fantastic save. As Will Hughes now crosses the ball into the box. It's headed clear by Luiz. Samuelson now has the ball back to Klaassen, to Tolisso, to Klaassen. They're pressing us, but we still got the ball. Hughes, can he find someone? Samuelson shoots, but it's well wide. Okay, better in this second half. We're starting to dominate the game in this second half. We're going to passionately encourage them to keep this up. And we will make a substitution now. Anderson can come off. We'll give Lozano the go up front. We do not want another situation where we get a player sent off. At 6.8, we'll take off Tolisso for Yuri Tillemans. And we will hope Riederwald does not pick up a red card. We might sub him off in 10 minutes. Wow, and now Keane has a yellow card as well. Great, so which defender do I sub off? Wow. Great. Just great. Alright, Reece Oxford is coming on for Byram and Keane is going to go out to the right. I'm the type of manager that won't tighten up when I should probably tighten up. So, Tillemans crosses it. Should I go for the win? Oh, it's a foul in the box and we get a penalty. we get a penalty, if this goes in, we are tightening the hell up and putting down our mentality. Hold on for the last 10 minutes, hopefully, as we have Tillerman stepping up to take it. And it's in. 2-1 to West Ham. This is the type of win we need. It pushes us up into 4th. Bournemouth, I believe, have enough games in hand where they could jump above us, but we needed a win like this against top opposition as Tillermans finds the bottom left, and we will pause it straight after the highlight, put that down to counter, and we will tell the boys, tighten the F up please. 2-1 victory is massive. This could turn our season around. If we can build on this result, we should have a lot of easy fixtures coming up, because I feel like we've had tough fixtures so far. Could we hold on? We've got a minute and a half left, so I'm not happy that there's a highlight. Really not happy there's a highlight. Oh, here we go. It's going to happen, isn't it? I can never see a game out. Against top opposition, I can go ahead, but I can never see the game out. We can dominate, but we never get the 3 points. Straight at Rajkovic, and he palms it into his own net. Okay, I mean, we're competitive. We are competitive with these teams, but we didn't pick up the win. We'll say unlucky, because we could have won that game if we'd just held on. We're back in 6th again after that. Bournemouth only need to pick up a win and they're above us. We could be looking at Europa Cup football next season. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in as always. Apologies for the fact that I cannot pick up a win for some strange reason. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you're ready for daily content back on the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon page that supports both this and my JNO United channel. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.